Life can go in certain ways and it can go up and down, it can fluctuate, but swimming's always been there for me. And so is Judaism, and so is Team USA for that matter. No matter what's going on in my life, I can always go to the pool, I can always work out, I can always make sure that I get out what I put in. It's always there for me, it's always dependable.
He tried basketball and soccer and ice hockey even, and he didn't have good hand-eye coordination, so those type sports just didn't appeal to him.
And then, we entered this neighborhood swim league, like after swim lessons, and I started to enjoy it, really started to feel like I was a part of a team for the first time. That's where this whole thing started. My father's family is Catholic. My mother's family is predominantly Jewish. Growing up, I was exposed to both religions. And when I was about 13 or 14, our parents said, "We're not going to force you to be a part of either one of these activities, but if this is something that you want to encounter and something you want to feel." My sister and I both chose to go to religious school, and a couple of years later we became bar and bat mitzvahed, and it's still a part of our lives today. The Maccabi Games started years and decades ago as a way to celebrate not only American but international Jewry, mainly to celebrate God and faith and religion through competition. And that's when I realized this was a way I could not only represent America but kind of this religious body that I've been waiting to represent my entire life. I emailed the coach, emailed the team, made it clear that I'm a passionate, driven individual, and I hope to accomplish something great at these events. I got an email saying, welcome to Team USA, and that was my entire world that day. It didn't matter what else happened, I made Team USA. My grandmother passed away last winter, and it was a hard time for me because it was just a few weeks before our conference championship meet. And I had to watch her lose touch with the world around her, and that was almost unbearable for me to see. Seeing a relative that has shown you the world lose touch with her own is one of the hardest things that I've ever witnessed. And then MAC was coming up. I knew our conference championship was important, and I've been working my butt off all year, and I told my coach, things are hard, but the pool's my escape. And that, to this day, has kind of been a defining moment, that talk with my coach. That's when I started training my butt off. Last year was the first year where I put my head down and the results came in, and that's kind of allowed me the opportunity to represent Team USA. What I'm trying to prove to myself and the people around me that I can do is achieve what I set my mind to achieve. Because when I was little, I never thought I could.
Really, and looking at it in whole was really what made me proud that, you're going, you're representing the USA, you're helping out in local communities.
He's never shied away from the fact that he's Jewish. He's stood up for who he is. I couldn't be prouder. I mean, He's worked really hard for a really long time at this.
I kept telling myself, you know, I didn't make it this year, but that doesn't mean I'm not good. I'm just not good yet. I'm here, like, I made it.